Today we're going to be flipping a PC with everything brand new except for the GPU. Just letting you know, this PC was built before the RAM crisis, so everything is a lot cheaper. Anyways, for the build, I actually went with the RX 6800, which I bought on Facebook Marketplace for 450 Australian dollars. The rest of the parts were bought brand new. Let's start with prepping the motherboard. This is the Gigabyte B650M Gaming Wi-Fi. It's a pretty solid budget AM5 motherboard. The first thing I'm going to do is install the Ryzen 5 8500G. This CPU is one of the cheapest AM5 CPUs you can currently get. It's a bit weaker than the 7600, but it's got plenty of performance for the normal gamer. To cool it down, we're just going to use the included stock cooler. After we take off the brackets, we can just line up the cooler and screw it in. Just make sure you screw it in evenly so the pressure is spread out. Let's just plug in the CPU fan cable and tuck the cable in. Now it's time to install the PNY Accelerate 32GB DDR5 6000 MHz. I'm pretty sure I got this RAM kit for about $150 back then, but I checked on the current market, it's 650 Australian dollars. That's more than 4 times the price. Anyways, moving on, let's go to the SSD. To take the heatsink off, we just have to unscrew this and lift it off. Now a quick unfocused peel. Blurry. Then we can install our 1TB SSD. Again, it's the same reason with the RAM. This SSD back then, I'm pretty sure I bought it for just over 100 Australian dollars, but now it's $250. Like, what the hell? I absolutely hate this crisis. Anyways, the motherboard is done and now we can put it in our case. This is the FSP S380. I absolutely love the look of this case. The 3 pre-installed ARGB fans and the curved glass, and the price point of just 89 Australian dollars, this is easily one of the best budget cases. It also comes with this cool tackle box of screws. Make sure to take out those metal cable ties because they can cause a short. Now let's slide in the motherboard. Let's screw it in with the motherboard screws that came with the case. A little tug test. Yep, we're all good. Let's plug in the front I/O. We're gonna start with the front panel header. I love how it's all grouped up and it's not all a mess like I've had with other cases. Then the USB cable, and then the audio cable. And now, my favorite part of a PC. Rummaging through the thick forest of white cables to finally find the fan header, and then plugging it in. And then we can do the same thing with the ARGB header. And now it's time for the PSU, which is the Silverstone Strider 650 EFA in white. We can just screw in the PSU, and then try not to kill ourselves managing the cables. We can plug in the CPU cable, then loop around and plug in the motherboard cable. And now we're ready for our GPU. It's GPU time. Anyways, it's time to install our RX 6800. This GPU is really powerful. It's got 16GB of VRAM, so it can handle 1440p and 4K pretty well. Let's just quickly screw it in. And then plug in our 2 PCIe cables. And there we have it, the PC is done. So the total part cost for this PC ended up being 1200 Australian dollars. And I actually managed to quickly sell this on Marketplace for 1600 Australian dollars. That's a quick $400 profit. I gotta say, this build is pretty nice. It's relatively low budget and it's actually got really good performance. Anyways, that's gonna be a wrap. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more PC content, make sure to subscribe.